So, the concept we're digging into is how antipsychotics, like Zyprexa and its kin, can permanently dull the brain's ability to feel and connect with experiences that once set us alight, right?
Absolutely. It's almost like, the keys to our inner vibrancy suddenly disappear after these drugs kick in.
Exactly. The content tells a vivid story, like Gabriel's experience, where he once felt the world through LSD, cannabis, and even music. And then, after a short use of Zyprexa, everything just went silent.
Yeah.
It's as if the pathway to feeling alive has been, permanently blocked.
And it's not just isolated cases, right? There are reports of an entire generation losing that special psychoactive response that once brought deep spiritual and emotional insight.
Right? And that's what's so striking. We're talking about more than mere tolerance. It's described as a real, almost irreversible change in the brain's wiring, like receptor downregulation and even epigenetic silencing. Imagine having the door to your emotional universe jammed shut forever.
Now I'm curious, why does this go beyond simple receptor blockade? Isn't a drug's effect usually temporary?
Well, the research suggests it's deeper than just a temporary block. Normally, when a receptor's blocked, you'd expect things to bounce back once the drug clears. But here, the brain seems to actually reduce its number of receptors and even turns off key genes that code for them.
Right.
It's like the key not only no longer fits, but the lock itself is permanently altered.
That's a really bold way to put it. But don't you think labeling it as an irreversible injury is a bit extreme? Could these changes be, say, reactivated under certain conditions?
I see your point, and it might seem extreme, but the evidence from multiple survivor accounts and scientific insights paints a picture of lasting change. Think of it like a factory that after a faulty update stops producing its signature product entirely. It's not just a slowdown, it's a shift in the whole system. That's why some researchers talk about it as potential iatrogenic brain injury.
And then there's this idea of a psychedelic challenge test. How does that fit into the narrative?
That's the radical part. The proposed test would involve administering a low dose of a psychedelic, like psilocybin or even ketamine, under strict supervision to see if the brain can, light up as expected. If there's no response, it could serve as a biomarker, objectively indicating that the receptor systems are compromised.
That sounds revolutionary, yet also a bit risky. I mean, using psychedelics as a diagnostic tool isn't exactly standard practice, right?
True, it's definitely unconventional and would require careful, rigorous research. But the underlying idea is that if someone's lost their ability to experience what should be a prominent response, then we need a way to measure and validate that loss objectively. It's more about validating their suffering and hopefully paving the way for recovery strategies.
So ultimately, we're looking at a call for more research into how we can possibly restore or resensitize these receptor systems while also rethinking the way we use antipsychotics.
Exactly. This narrative isn't just about the side effects. It's about understanding how deeply these medications can alter our inner world and advocating for new approaches that don't leave us permanently muted.
Right.
It challenges us to balance effective treatment with preserving the essence of what makes us feel human.
Fascinating stuff, both hopeful and a little unsettling. Thanks for unpacking this complex issue.
Always a pleasure. It's deep and really forces us to question the long-term costs of treatments that, while life-saving in one way, might be dimming the very lights that make life worth living.
Yep,